Hey guys, I'm back and I want to talk about the public adjusters contingency fees and how they're paid. While there are many ways a public adjuster can get paid, we cannot exceed 10% of the insurance monies. Personally, I count that as minus your deductible. I don't know how everybody else does it, but your deductible is not insurance money, so I don't count it. And say, for instance, we filed a roof claim. I filed a roof claim for you, or it came in after the fact, after they underpaid it or denied it. And let's just say they did deny it, and you hired me, and I asked for a reinspection, and it got done, and it's a $20,000 roof. Right? That's the damage model. $20,000 the roof, nothing else is damaged. And your deductible is $5,000. So insurance will pay $15,000. They don't pay it all right off the bat, usually, unless it's an ACV or whatever, or your roof is fairly new. But let's just say insurance is going to pay the $15,000. You're supposed to pay the $5,000, and then there's no back end money. But the biggest my fee is going to be is no more than $1,500 based on that $15,000, because the insurance is paying $20,000 or claimed it's $20,000 worth of damage minus your $5,000 deductible. Says insurance settlement monies would be $15,000. I can not get more than and that's fee, that's expenses, everything. Let $1,500 based on that $15,000, 10%. That's the law. I don't know how everybody else does it, but that's the law. We can't take it one more penny than that. We can't say, well, I had to pay for an estimate or whatever. Too bad. You can always have an agreement where you're going to do this, but you're expecting your homeowner to go hire somebody or pay for those items. But if you don't differentiate, I believe that expenses are included in our 10%, and that's how I treat it. So if somebody's doing it differently, I say, tell them to go take a hike and hire me. But okay, so for instance, public adjusters cannot accept a referral fee, commission, or any other valuable consideration of any nature in exchange for the referral of the adjuster by the policyholder to a third party. So for instance, let's just say I know a roofer and you're my neighbor and you called me up and you said, hey Sharon, I want to file an insurance claim. I don't feel comfortable filing it myself. I know this is what you do. I don't mind paying you. I don't even have a roofer. If I were to say, well, you could use ABC Roofing, they've done a lot of stuff around here, whatever, I can't get a kickback from that roofing company, period, the end. I cannot. So I don't know if people are doing it. Water mitigation, if I come upon a claim and it needs to have water remediation, like for instance, trees, 82-mile-an-hour winds, trees fell on a house. First thing I say is insurance will want to recommend a preferred provider. I don't like them. I don't want you to use them. You have the right to hire your own. But if you don't know anybody, I use one company. It's Richard DeLuna. And because I trust him, he doesn't tear out more than he shouldn't. He documents. He only takes what he absolutely has to take. It's all documented. If it's damaged, it's wet, or it's moldy, he will take it. He will dry it really well. He treats it like it's your house, and his fees are not crazy. Like, oh, he was in your house 20 days trying to dry it. Nothing stupid like that. And I've never had insurance, knock on wood, I've never had insurance ever even say that they didn't like his invoice. I mean, they'll be low. They'll be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 easily on a very, kind of a not a small claim, but like a kitchen. Larry's tearing out cabinets and stuff. But anyway, it's very fair. But I do not take a fee out of his money. I don't ask him to give me a kickback. I don't take a fee. I make sure, because the way I feel it is, that's an emergency, and the policies allow for emergency repairs. And I feel like if I told my client to use him, and they do, and then I tell Richard he's got to pay me, or I tell the homeowner they have to pay me based on that, even though it went straight to him, I feel like that is illegal. I do. I don't really know if that's true. It's probably been addressed by the Texas Insurance Commissioner. I don't know. I feel like if I'm interpreting it, it says I can't do it. So I'm not going to do it. I don't take it on ALE, which is under loss of use for additional living expenses. I don't take it on that either. I'm not telling you. I don't have a friend who has a rent house where I'm saying, ooh, call up my friend and rent from there, and then she gives me a kickback. No, I don't do that. I tell them to go to the ALE department of the insurance company. I stay out of it unless I absolutely have to, because I don't need to be in the middle of it. I don't take a fee, but it is part of the claim, and if I have to step in, I will. I still won't take a fee. It's just part of the claim. So I just wanted to put that out there on our fees. The other thing that gets weird is attorneys. I'd read this earlier to you. Attorneys can't fee split with non-attorneys. Well, a public adjuster is a non-attorney, right? Or not an attorney. So how do if a claim went to an attorney and he reduced his fee down, or even if he didn't, and he's taken settling a case, and I have a fee interest because that's what my contract is an assignment. It's an assignment of an interest in those insurance fees, right? Insurance proceeds. Then the attorney has to protect that. He can put it under an expense. So he's not fee splitting in any way, shape, or form. He could say, you know, I'm at 40%, but if you have a public adjuster, I'll reduce my fee down to 30, but my fee would still come out of the expenses because he can't truly fee split. Because if he reduced it down, and or even if he didn't and he said, well, I'm going to give him a peace of mind, that's illegal. I mean, I know that because I worked in law firms, and my boss has created this area of law, so that's a no-no, and that's not going to happen. Anyway, so stay safe and be prepared.